Hello and welcome. My name is Lady Bodam, and it's such a joy to have you join me here today. I know you've been waiting, counting down, like, when is this going to come? Ta-da! Here we are. Now, for those who don't know, after the Refined Ladies Summit that held in April, and then the Refined Ladies Transformation webinar series, I got a lot of messages and calls of ladies saying to me, Lady Bodam, I love the information you shared. I love the information the speakers shared. How can I transform this into my own life? I need you to walk with me, Lady Bodam. I need accountability. I need hand holding. Now, I cannot walk with everyone individually just yet, but I decided, wouldn't it be fantastic for us to go on a challenge together over the next 7 weeks where we're exploring different aspects of elegance and imbibing different elegant habits, so that at the end of the 7 weeks we emerge a lot more confident, a lot more refined, a lot more elegant, and a lot more cultured. Doesn't that sound fantastic? It really is. Now, every week we're going to have one aspect of elegance that I'm going to share with you. Some weeks I'll share with you via video, so you can actually feel my energy and see how excited I am to be doing this with you. Some other weeks it might be a demonstration video, and some other weeks it might be something complete, just as we go on this challenge together. Now, each week, or the subsequent weeks rather, we're not going to drop the habits that we've picked up the previous weeks. So whatever I teach you this week, whatever I share with you this week, next week you're going to keep on doing this one, and you're going to add on one additional habit. Does that sound like fun? I think it is. Okay, who's ready? Are you ready for us to go? I'm ready. Ladies and ladies, drum rolls. This week, elegant habit number 1 is the art of slowing down. Okay, now what is this art of slowing down? A number of us, several of us, live in metropolitan cities. You live in places that are fast-paced and high intensity and all of these other types of things. So we wake up in the morning, we're go, we have to get the subway, or you have to get the underground, or you have to drive into work, or drop your kids off at school, or maybe you and your husband share a car and that whole dynamics are going on there. Are you late? I'm going to, all of these things. So a number of times, or a lot of the time, a number of us ladies come across just having this rushed morning and rushed days and rushed seasons and rushed life. Elegant habit number 1 is for us to imbibe the art of slowing down. And I'm going to share with you today 7 things that we can do today to really deliberately slow down in our lives. Now, I don't want you to take on all 7 at once, because that may be a bit overwhelming, but I want to encourage you to take on 2-3 habits this week. Next week, maybe take on another 2 or 3 in addition to the other habits we'll be sharing, and gradually you are retraining yourself to become more elegant, to take in the moments, the individual moments of everyday life, and just to slow down. Now, number 1 is slow down your morning routine. A few years ago, my mom and I were having a conversation, and I was telling her how I take my time when I'm putting lotion on my body in the morning, and she's like, we have things to do, like, let's move. We were laughing about it, but that's one way. In the morning, when you wake up, you should have a routine that allows you set the tone for how you want your day to go. Whether it's a bit of self-care in the morning, for some people it could be exercise, some people it could be journaling and meditation, for some other people maybe it could be prayer, for some people it could be reading a book that just sets them on that right tone. Whatever that is for you. Some people it's having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee quietly and just allowing their mind to decongest and to breathe before the rest of the household wakes up. Whatever it is for you, I want to encourage you to create a schedule and structure around it so that you deliberately slow down your mornings. What's your morning routine like? How do you get dressed in the morning? How do you get your face done and apply some sort of makeup? Or if makeup is not your thing, how do you just show that you've taken time to care for yourself in the mornings? This is one thing for you to think about, right? How do you put lotion on your body? Do you give yourself mini massages? Do you make sure you're getting all the difficult places, like in between your fingers, in between your toes, the hard to reach places like your elbows that we typically tend to forget? Are you mindful about that when you are getting dressed and just going through your morning? This is something to think about. So habit number one, habit one is slow down your morning routine. Number two is slow down your eating. Slow down your eating. Now, a number of us, again, because of how rushed and how busy we are, sometimes we're literally standing with our plate and we're just shoveling the food down. No, that should not be seen amongst elegant ladies like you and I. So let's slow down our eating. Take a bit more time and a bit more care. And in one of the weeks, we're going to really sit into meal times. But for today, I want you to just slow down a little, chew your food properly, swallow it properly, have periodic sips of water, just really slow down your eating. Let that be your time, middle of the day, end of the day, to decongest, decompress as you enjoy a great meal. Number three, slow down your driving. I know. If you've ever seen me drive, you'd be like, Lady Bodam, are you serious? Now, I'm not necessarily saying drive 20 kilometers per hour or 10 miles per hour just to show that, you're slowing down your driving. What I mean is being mindful and courteous of the other people who are on the road with you. I live in the beautiful, crowded city of Lagos, Nigeria, and sometimes when I'm on the road, it seems as if everyone is out to get me, right? But what I started doing a few weeks ago was deliberately slowing down, letting people get in front of me without bursting a blood vessel, not side-eyeing people when they're driving in a way that I don't think is okay. Just really letting my emotions be calm even while I'm driving. So if this is you and you struggle with this area, I want you to make it a goal to slow down your driving. Let people get in front of you. Give people the right of way. Start slowing down when you're approaching a traffic light. That's what we should do anyway, but hey, okay. Start slowing down as you're approaching a traffic light so that you don't feel rushed just in the event it turns red as you're approaching. Little things, slow down at a zebra crossing and let pedestrians walk on by without feeling as if they're wasting your time. All of these little details just make us more in tune and in touch with the things happening at every present moment. So slow down. Now, number four is slow down your writing. I've had a number of people tell me, Lady Bodam, you have such beautiful handwriting. And first off, I say thank you, but I also explain why. Years ago, my older sister, well, she's my only biological sister, Barong, she went to this school where they used to teach them how to write in cursive. Now, my school wasn't teaching us cursive, but I loved how beautiful her handwriting looked. I loved how cursive looked, and I decided I was going to imitate and copy her writing so that I could come across with this beautiful cursive writing. Well, almost cursive, because mine is the copycat version, but it works for me, so that's okay. Now, every time I'm writing, I have people complimenting how I write, and it's simply because I took the time right from when I was in the early stages of school to slow down and be deliberate about what I communicate when I'm writing. Your handwriting can be just as beautiful if you take the time to slow down and put some thought as you're putting pen to paper. So that's another aspect you can think about as we're going through this week. Slow down your writing. Now, the other aspect is slow down your speaking. And this is aspect number 5. Now, some of us, because we get so excited, or we may be in a rush, or things are just happening, and we tend to go, things are happening, you know what I'm talking about, and it's like, oh my goodness, I cannot hear you. I don't understand what you're saying. Let's slow down our speaking. Periods, full stops, whatever name you call it, is literally for us to make a full stop. Let's utilize silence to make emphasis. And I know some of us get uncomfortable with silence, but I promise you it's a great thing. So use silence to emphasize what it is you're trying to say and not say. When you come to a comma in the sentence that you're constructing, just take a half beat. Draw in breath occasionally and slow down and let other people speak as well. People shouldn't be wondering, when will I be able to get a word in from this conversation I'm having with this person? You should have periodic. Think of conversation as this elegant back and forth tennis match. Now, if my sister is watching this, she's going to tease me because of what I'm going to say next. But I am a Roger Federer fan. I think he plays elegant tennis and he just gets it right. And I think he has heart as well. I could be wrong. I don't know. When I meet him, I'll let you know. But think of it as a Roger Federer match, right? And he's playing that. He's just doing the volley with the ball back and forth. And he's just doing this, you know, he passes it to the opponent. The opponent passes it back. And they're having this lovely volley back and forth that's just so beautiful. That's how conversation should be. You speak a little, then you pass it over to the person you're conversing with. They pass it back to you, and on, and that just makes for excellent conversation. Pointer number 6, I want you to slow down your walking. Slow down your walking. Now again, I have several people say, Lady Bodam, you walk in such an elegant manner. I used to be a beauty queen. I had a model trainer, but it was beyond that. It was me deciding I wanted to be deliberate about how I showed up at every point, including the way that I walked. I lived in the United Kingdom for several years, and you know how it is sometimes when you need to rush to meet a boss, or rush to get the underground, or rush to get whatever it is. And I missed countless trains and countless, just don't even get me started, simply because I didn't want to run. I decided that's not going to be me. Right? So slow down. Measure your steps. Walk in a way that allows you to look elegant and feel dignified. Don't rush into rooms. Don't rush into buildings. Don't rush out of cars. Even when your car parks wherever it is it's parking, give yourself a moment to open the door, to gather your things, and to elegantly get out of your vehicle. When you're walking into a space, into a restaurant, into a hotel, measure your steps. Walk with intentionality and be deliberate about how you're putting one foot in front of the other, how you're balancing yourself, how your hands are swinging, and just how you're carrying your entire body. So slow down your walking. And the final thing I'm going to share with you today, lady, is slow down when you're spending time with your loved ones. And in our culture today, and you know, I'm going on this challenge as well. And one of the things I'm going to be slowing down is how I spend time with loved ones. Because a lot of the time, because we can be so busy and all of these things, we're having drive-through time with our loved ones, with the people we truly care about. So we can be on the phone and speaking to them. We can be sending off emails and giving them half-hearted answers. We can be playing games, and I'm speaking to myself as I'm saying all of this just as much as I'm speaking with you. So what am I saying? Slow down. Put away your devices if you can, and look into the eyes of the people that you love. Let them see, let them feel seen, and let them feel heard, just because they're spending some time with you. You know, one aspect of femininity is mindfulness and just being present. And this art of slowing down really helps us lean into our feminine energy of mindfulness and being present. Now, I cannot wait to hear what action points you're going to take from this video, which particular aspects you're going to be slowing down as we go through the next week together. Leave me a comment in the comment section, please. I would love to read from you. If you want to send me an email, you can do so directly, and I would love to respond to you as well. But as we get into this new week together, let us embrace the art of slowing down. I cannot wait to hear from you. I cannot wait to see how you're going. Oh, what are the things I'm going to slow down this week? I am going to slow down the time I spend with my loved ones. I'm going to slow down again on my morning routine, and I am going to slow down my writing. Those are the 3 things. Remember, elegance is an art. That means it can be learned, perfected, and upgraded. Until next time, have an amazing evening, amazing morning, amazing afternoon. Stay safe and remain beautiful. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.